I used to think mercy was miles ahead. Turns out it was riding behind me instead. I've been staring at that rear view glass, watching ghosts fade as we pass. Every bad choice, every fight, disappearing in morning light. There was a time I couldn't see past what the world thought of me. Carried shame like extra weight, like it was carved into my fate. But dawn has a funny way of changing what yesterday looks like in softer light. When you survive the night, I ain't proud of every mile or every crooked trial, but I'm still here, still breathing air, and that feel like answered prayer. I thought grace was far away, but it never left my lane. There's mercy in the rear view, closer than I knew. Every mile behind me proves I made it through. I ain't who I used to be, but that ain't something to prove. There's mercy in the rear view. I've outrun blue lights and bad news, wore out more than one pair of boots. I've stood where bridges almost burned from lessons I refused to learn. I blame my blood, I blame this town, blamed every time I fell down. But truth don't hide forever long, it waits until you're strong. I remember nights so dark I couldn't find a spark. Didn't think I'd see this day where regret don't lead the way. I used to think redemption came with trumpets and a new last name. But sometimes it's just waking up, choosing not to give up. You don't see how far you've come till the damage is done. There's mercy in the rear view, closer than we knew. Every mile behind us proves I made it through. We ain't who we used to be, but that ain't something to prove. There's mercy in the rear view. Well, I drove past that old county line where I crossed too many times, chasing things that left me dry with empty hands and bloodshot eyes. The bar's still there on 3rd and Main, still pouring comfort into pain, but it don't call my name the same. It don't burn like flame. There's strength in passing by without a second try, strength in steady hands that don't shake like they began. Every scar across my skin don't mean I can't win. They just mark the wars I faced and the demons I replaced. My mama says she hears it now, different in my voice somehow. Less anger in the tone, more truth I've grown. She don't say much more than that, just tips her old straw hat like she's thanking God above for unfinished love. I still got storms inside, still wrestle pride, still feel the pull some days of old familiar ways. But I don't let it steer, I keep both hands right here on the wheel of what's ahead. Not the words I never said, we can't erase the past, but it don't have to last. There's mercy in the rear view, closer than we knew. Every wrong behind us turned into truth. We ain't who we used to be, but that ain't something to prove. There's mercy in the rear view. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe forgiveness ain't forgetting. Maybe it's just accepting that you were lost and found on the same stretch of ground. Maybe grace don't shout your name. Maybe it don't look like fame. Maybe it's quiet and slow, like letting old hurt go. I don't need a perfect path to build something that lasts. Don't need applause or praise for a better day. Just need another sunrise, clearer in my eyes, another chance to drive fully alive. The mirror still reflects some modern regrets, but they don't control the wheel or tell me how to feel. They're just proof I made it out through fear and doubt. And if that ain't mercy's hand, I don't understand. We buried old identities under open skies and trees. Let the wind take names. We don't answer the same, and every mile we gain a little less of that pain, a little more of peace, a little more release. The past ain't chasing now, it's fading out somehow, and every glance behind reminds me I survived. We ain't perfect, we ain't new, just men who made it through, and that's enough to say we're different today. There's mercy in the rear view, brighter than we knew. Every scar behind us turned into proof. We ain't who we used to be, and we don't have to prove. There's mercy in the rear view. Yeah, well, yeah, mercy in the rear view. Yeah, mercy in the